Hello, Ms. Gomez. Thank you for joining us today for this interview. My name is Kiara Gunawardhene, and I will be leading our discussion. As I mentioned in my email, I'm a student at Harvard University, and we are conducting research to improve the user experience of a whale watching app. Just to confirm, we expect this interview to take about 30 to 40 minutes. Does that still work for you?
Yes.
During this interview, I will first ask you a few questions regarding completing a series of tasks while using Whalewise prototype and sharing your thoughts while interacting with it. Later on, I will also ask follow-up questions about your experience, discuss any difficulties you encountered, and gather suggestions for improving the app's design and usability. Please be aware that there are no right or wrong answers. The purpose of this interview is to hear about your genuine thoughts in order to help us guide all the design directions as best as possible. Thus, please feel free to give me your honest reaction. With your permission, I would like to record our conversation here today. The recording will only be used for internal documentation and reviewing purposes. I will not share it with anyone except the people grading this project. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
Finally, I would like to confirm that you received the participation info form. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is the end of the introduction from my side. Do you have any questions you would like to ask before we get started? If not, then we will go on and begin the interview.
Yeah, it's everything's perfect.
Great. So to start off, it would be nice if you could briefly tell us a thing or two about you. So, have you ever been whale watching or participated in any other wildlife or nature tours? And if so, what was your experience like?
I have never been whale watching. I would love to, but I haven't yet.
Have you done any other traveling?
Oh yeah. I travel a lot and I've been to places where we're exposed to many wildlife and different species. So it is very like fun to see and learn about all those different animals, insects, etc.
Great. So when you're exploring a new place, what do you usually hope to get out of the experience?
Usually, I would like to learn about the background, culture, and significance of the place I'm visiting. And yeah, I hope to gain obviously more knowledge and be more informed about the place I'm in.
Okay, great. So now we're gonna get started with our first prototype. So you're going to be completing a series of tasks, and again, this is for you to be as honest as possible about the design and its usability. So give your full honest reaction. So number one, we need you to enter a code on the latest sighting and information on that whale. So the code will be automatically entered in this purpose of the prototype, but we just want you to find the latest sighting and information on the whale.
So here I enter the code, and then here is the latest information.
Okay, great. So in that pathway and process, was anything difficult for you?
No, everything was very clear.
Okay, what is the worst feature of this screen for you?
Maybe there's like a lot of information. Um, for example, if someone is whale watching, they might not have like enough time or like span of attention to be reading all this. So maybe like condense the information a little bit more.
Okay, okay, great, thank you. Anything here that makes it easier for you when you're whale watching or on a any kind of exploration?
Um, it's yeah, I think it's fine as it is.
Okay, great. We'll go on to the next task where you find a page where you can browse different whale species.
Mm, I'm gonna go back and then whales to explore. And then here there's different whale species and their description.
Great. So if you go back to the first page that you went to,
Yeah.
yeah. So anything about this page that is like not very pleasing to you, can it might make the overall journey a bit difficult.
Um, I don't love how it's like divided into the enter code and Wales to explore. I feel like maybe it could be two different pages because it feels a little too clustered.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And is there anything here, any button here that you don't really understand or its purpose?
This like arrow thing that's
Mhm.
next to the Wales to explore.
Okay. It feels a bit like inutile.
Yeah, because if you click on like Wales to explore, it takes you to the page. So maybe that button. I don't know if it's another feature to see different types of whales, but I don't know if it's that useful.
Okay. Thank you. And anything on this page that makes it better for you? It's actually much more easier and simplified.
I really like the enter code, like the format, and because it's really big and you can see it clearly. So I really like how that is formatted. But as I said before, like the part of Wales to explore, I feel like could be in a different page.
Okay, thank you so much. And if you go back to the other page where you found the information,
Oh, here? Or
no, yeah, exactly. So on this page, do you feel like this is easier for you to understand, especially if you're on a whale watching tour, or is there something missing?
um, I mean, obviously it's gonna be more like specific information about the type of whale you're looking for. But again, I feel like it could be better if the information is put into bullet points, main ideas, or maybe even like separated into like paragraphs so it doesn't feel like all cluttered.
Yeah. And is the scrolling feature easy for you, or would you prefer like a search bar?
I think I would prefer search bar.
Okay, got it. Um, and is there any feature here that makes it like less pleasing to you?
Mm, well, yeah, the having to scroll, it might like it's gonna make it really hard to find the specific whale you're searching for. So I feel like, yeah, that.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Then we're gonna go on to the next task is to find out what the head of a humpback whale is used for.
Can you repeat the question again?
Is to find out what the head of a humpback whale is used for.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna click on learn and then click on the humpback whale, and here where it says head, and here is the information. Oh,
Okay, great. Thank you. And was this pathway difficult to use, or was it much more easier?
no, it was really clear and easy.
Okay, great. And is there anything on this page that is what is the worst feature on this page?
Maybe like again, as the last one, maybe the information can be put in a like clear and more clear, yeah, in a clear and more organized format.
And what do you think the side buttons do?
Oh yeah, I feel like the side buttons are also like they're not necessary.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think it would be better for you if you would like went back to the main page and then pressed on each function, or do the side buttons make it better for you to switch through each part?
Think it would be better to go back to the picture and click on the part because it's at the same time you're connecting like the visual with the information and like the name, you know?
Okay, thank you. And what is the best part of the main page as well as this page?
Um, I really like how the labels are like clear in the arrows. Um, I like honestly the format of it. And yeah, like once you click on like the specific part you want to read about, um it's simple like and it has only that like the information it's asking for, so
Okay, great, thank you. And we're going to our next task is to find out how humpback whale communicate with each other.
Okay, I am gonna go to like back and then here where it says communicating. It's
Maybe tap on it one more time on the corner.
there.
Yeah, there we
Sorry.
go.
And here you can uh
See everything.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what part of this page is the worst feature to you?
Mm, maybe like the little listening things. I
Okay.
feel like if there's a play button, that would be better.
Mm-hmm. And do you think the idea of an audiobook is better, or would you prefer like reading information?
I like an audiobook better because they're probably gonna be in like the tour and it will be easier for them to listen and watch than to have to read and stop looking for whales.
Okay, great. And what part of this page do you think it's like you find not very useful?
Mm, like the search bar, I feel like it's not that useful because I feel like many of the tourists using this page will not know what they're going to be searching for. So I feel like here the scroll feature is more useful.
And what do you think is the best part of this page?
I like the format of how like each of the audiobooks are placed because you can like see the different options clearly and everything.
Okay, great. Thank you. We're going to go on the next task is to find a recording of a humpback whale song.
Okay, I'm gonna click on the music and then humpback whale and then
Okay,
here.
great. And what part of this a part of this page is the worst feature to you and actually makes it very uncomfortable and not very pleasing to use?
I don't like the volume part because you can just use the iPhones or phones buttons to lower or increase the volume. Also, the Bluetooth connect button, I again, it's already a feature included with the iPhone, so I feel like those two things are not necessary. Also, the little arrows on the side of like the image of the song.
Okay. Do you feel like um so the arrows you think so that they're actually to switch the songs. So
Yeah.
same whale. Do you think it's better if we go to the main page and have those already listed?
Mm, yeah, but like you could
Yeah.
also like play next with the other
Mhm.
thing. That's like here where the pause button, you can skip the song and go back. So like it's the same function, you know?
Okay, yeah, exactly. Thank you. And continuing, so what are the features that best stand out to you?
Mm, I like the format of like the humpback whale and like the title and then um like the author and all that, like the information of the song. I like it. Another thing that I noticed that I didn't like, sorry, is like the arrow in the bottom
Hmm.
left corner to go back. I feel like it would be better if it's at the top.
At the top. Okay, got it. Thank you. Um, and okay, if you can go back to the music page, like the main page, yeah. Anything about this that also you seem is unnecessary or not the best feature?
Um, I feel like the music logos or symbols are not necessary. Maybe put like a play symbol or not like maybe not even a symbol. Just they click on the song and it automatically like takes them like or clicks play on the song.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Okay. What about the best feature of this page?
Um, I like the text of everything, the sizing of of like the music, cover pages, and yeah, like the format is I like it.
Okay, thank you. The next one try to compare two of the sounds of two different whale species.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna click on learn humpback whale. Okay, never mind. Mm, compare the sounds of two.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So just like on again the same page and like the same direction. So do you think it's a bit confusing when you're trying to find the sounds because of
yeah,
the music option and the communication option?
yeah,
Yeah, okay. So you want that to be more like distinct
yeah,
and for that to be an option to like have sounds prominently mentioned and music mentioned differently.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, and then for the next task is to find out where a whale was most recently spotted.
Okay, so I click on learn and then I'm gonna do the humpback whale and might see how they move. Okay, no.
Actually, where they were more recently spotted.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on the map and
Hmm.
then here it says like last seen today. Is it here?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And do you think this would be very helpful for you in finding a whale nearby, especially a specific one?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about this information or page do you find not really useful for you?
Mm, maybe I feel like one piece of information that could be missing is like how far away from the location of the user, like
Mhm.
that whale was last seen. But to be honest, I like this page a lot.
That's great. And what about this page do you like a lot specifically?
I like the format of the information. I feel like it's super clear. It's not too much, not too little. Like just what you uh want to know. And I like the search bar. That's really important. And yeah.
Great, great. Thank you. And then the next is to view a map showing the whale migration routes.
Okay, I'm gonna click on learn, humpback whale, and then migration. And then
You get the map. Okay.
yeah.
So what about this page do you find not very useful or actually quite not very helpful for you?
Well, I feel like the lines, like they are telling me the trajectory, but they aren't really telling me more specific information. So I feel like it could maybe tell you the distance, or if there are two type of whales, like mark them in different colors, like the lines, and yeah, be a little bit more specific about the trajectory of the whale.
Okay, thank you. And any feature that here that makes like is stands out to you?
Mm, well, again, like the lines, I like it a lot. That um, like format, just a little bit more specific, but it really like it's clear that they moved and they were through that they went through that route.
Okay, thank you. And then the next task is to find how far a fin whale travels during its migration.
Well, I'm gonna click for more info,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
there's
Yes. Um, so anything about this page that is not very useful to you actually might be a bit like difficult to use while you're whale watching.
um yeah, I feel like, again, like there's a lot of information and maybe make it more organized or structured and like make it less information, only keep the main points.
Okay, thank you. What is the best feature here for you?
Well, it's really like self-explanatory. If you want more information, it's like gonna give you more information. There's not like excess of functions. So I like that it's like straight to the point of what it's used for.
Okay, and how did you feel coming to this page? Was it how was it overall?
It was really easy to find this.
Okay, great. And the last task is to navigate back to the whale category list after viewing a whale's details.
Mm, I'm gonna click come back here.
Hmm. Yes. Okay. So again, that pathway was easy for you to
Easy.
follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything, would you want something more direct, like from each page go back, or does this pathway
I
work?
feel like yeah, it's fine as it is.
Okay, great. Thank you. So that is all for prototype number one. We're going to move directly into prototype number two.
Okay.
Great. Um, yes. Okay. So again, another series of tasks, and you can give me your honest reaction for each and every direction or action that you use. Okay, let's get started. So again, I would like you to access information on the last whale that was seen, and after entering the code.
Okay, I'm gonna click on home and then here I enter the code and here is the information.
Okay. And how was the overall process of coming to this page for you?
It was it was like easy, but I feel like you can add um like especially in the beginning a little button or something that specifies like click here so you can enter the access code, you know?
Okay, I get that. Okay. And what feature here on all three pages is the worst feature? You can specify for each page if you'd like to.
Okay. For here, um I don't know if like since it's a cover page, I don't know if it's really necessary to have like this information of the date, time, and all that. I feel like
Do you
I
think while you're whale watching, would that be useful for you, or would it be better for you just to find it yourself?
no, yeah, actually it would be useful, but I don't know if like as a cover page.
Mhm. If it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Uh,
then
yeah.
here the enter code, it's really I it's I like it a lot. And then once you enter the code, I feel like to be honest, this amount of information is really good. Maybe just put it instead of in like the one paragraph, separate it in two little paragraphs or like five, 4 to 5 points.
Okay, great. What do you think the arrows do?
Uh,
Okay.
like switch different to different whales. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that would be useful? And I think, do you think that this
yeah.
information would be clear for you?
Hmm.
Okay. Um, okay. We're gonna go into the next task then, which is to find the shortest distance to the blue whale.
Okay. I'm gonna click on map.
Okay. Great, you found it. So what part of this page do you think is the least useful for you?
Mm, well, I don't know what the other like whale fins are for. Like, if there are other types of whales, maybe specify.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not clear what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like also for the information, add what type of whale it is.
Okay. So the search bar indicates it's a blue whale. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I did not see that.
it's okay. So do you think the search bar could be more prominent then? Something more to maybe like in what with the results, it will also name the whale that you search for.
Yeah, I feel like it also should have the name.
Okay, okay. Any part of this page you would find really useful while you're whale watching?
The information is spot on, like like the amount of information is perfect. And yeah, maybe just specify like those other two fins, or like either if they're important, specify. If not, maybe like take them away so they don't create confusion.
Okay, thank you. Then the next task is to learn about the functions of different parts of the blue whale.
I'm gonna click on learn,
Hmm.
and then here it says blue whale and then anatomy, and here are the different functions.
Okay, great. And that finding that page was, how did you feel? How did you feel like?
It was really easy.
Okay. And so what do you think different buttons on this page do?
Mm,
For example, the speaker buttons.
I feel the speaker buttons, I think, tell you like what each part, like what parts the whale has.
Hmm. And does the what do you think about the side buttons over here?
To like switch to a different whale.
Yeah. Okay. So what part of this do you think would be difficult to be viewing, especially when you're on a whale watching tour?
I feel like having to like look at it horizontally is not as practical, and maybe since it's like on an iPhone, maybe turn it vertically and divide the parts, like focus on the like the upper part and then the body and then the tail, like separate the whale into three so it can fit, or find a way to make it vertical, because I feel like horizontally it's, I don't know, yeah, it's a little difficult.
Okay, thank you. And what part of this page is the best for you?
I like how like the arrows and the labeling of each part of the whale makes it very clear and easy to identify.
Okay, great, thank you. Um, and the next task is to find the movement of the blue whale in their migration during summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna click on migration, and then here it says like blue whale summer, and it has the migration.
Okay. Okay. So you came onto this page. Was the process of coming to this page difficult?
Oh no, that was really easy to find.
Okay. Now tell me what's the most difficult feature or like difficult feature to use you think on this page or something that is very not useful for you.
Um, maybe I feel like it is a little unclear, like the distance the whales migrated, because it's just lines, and the lines are clear and I like them a lot, but maybe be more specific and give a little bit more information.
Okay. And what do you think about the side buttons?
Mm, I like them because you can like switch for different seasons and the different type of whale.
Okay, great. Is there any other feature other than information you think you want to add here?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay. Um, yeah, I think that's all for that page on. And then the next task is to find the music of different types of whales.
Okay, so I'm gonna click on music, and then
Hmm.
here there's the music.
Okay, great. What do you think about this page?
I like it. The only thing I don't like is the like the top part where it has like the play and the skip and that. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's not necessary.
Not necessary. Okay. Um, do you think it would be to have the play button be easier for you to pause the music just to like while you're listening? Do you think the skip buttons are just not useful
Mm,
for you?
well, I feel like, well, I don't know how it's gonna work, but like in my head, if when you click on, I don't know, blue whale, like it's gonna appear on my phone, like pause, skip, play,
Mhm.
and that, or is it gonna be like just with the button that comes here?
Yeah, it's just on this page.
Oh, okay, then I think that is fine.
Oh, okay. Anything on this page do you think is maybe not like pleasing to you, or do you want to suggest something different?
Mm, again, like the skip play part, it's not pleasing. It is useful, but I feel like it could be put in a better way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe next to each whale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything here that you find actually really useful for you or like simple for you when you're especially on a whale watching trip?
Well, I like how like the it's very clear. You can find each like the whale you're looking for very easily. So that's gonna be easy to do.
What do you think about the scrolling feature?
I also like it. I prefer.
If you were scrolling through it? Okay.
Well,
Um,
if there are a lot of whales, maybe it would be easier for the search bar.
okay. Got it. Um, do you want specific music or do you think the whale itself and its connection to music is better?
I feel like the whale itself and its connection to music.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And the next task is to navigate back to the home screen after exploring a whale's details.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to home and then click
Okay,
on home again.
thank you. Okay. So was that an easy process?
Yeah.
Anything
M-
that was confusing to you?
Maybe like add up like an arrow to go back because I had to click on the home button 2 times.
Which maybe not everyone would understand to do.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And can you find the general information about a humpback whale?
Mm, I'm gonna click on learn. I'm gonna click on home and
Mhm.
then like the enter code and then here the general information.
Okay. Okay. So this is the page you feel like you would go to the most just to find information.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Um, well, then we'll go on to the next task, which is after observing the migration of the blue whale, could you go back to the autonomy of a blue whale?
Okay, so I'm here in migration.
Mhm.
Then I go back. Oh,
Okay.
and then here anatomy.
Okay, great. And was that process easy for you? Is there
Yeah.
anything that you would like to change when you're going by that process?
Um, well, here where it says tap to go back, I feel like you can delete that text because if you have the arrow going back, most people are gonna assume that it's to go back. So
Okay, thank
maybe.
you. Um, and what was the best part of finding this process, this pathway?
Well, it was very, like it was 2 clicks. It was very easy to go.
Okay, great, thank you. And the last task is to after reading all this information on the whale, could you go right back to the start screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna click on home. Oh,
Mhm.
here.
Okay. And again, that was much more easy for you, but I think the only issue
Hmm.
here is that you double tap on home.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Great. Is there anything more you would like to add on about this prototype? Like anything,
No,
any suggestions? Have you made all your opinions or ideas clear?
yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. So great. This is the end of our interview. But before we finish the session, again, I would like to ask one more time. We would like to ask if you have any more questions, concerns, or any further thoughts that you would like to share with us.
No, I think everything that like all my opinions, I already told them as we went along the tasks.
And overall, with both prototypes, which one did you feel like you could use better?
Definitely the second one. I feel like the buttons, even the drawings, the text was clearer. Obviously, it has like its little tweaks, little symbols to change, etc. But overall, I liked the second prototype the best.
Okay, thank you. We would like to thank you for all your time and your insights. All of your answers and ideas will be a valuable contribution to our study. Thank you very much for your time, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hello, Bira. Thank you for joining us today for this interview. My name is Kiara Gunawardhene, and I'll be leading our discussion. As I mentioned in my email, I am a student at Harvard University, and we are conducting research to improve the user experience of a whale watching app. Just to confirm, we expect this interview to take about 30 to 40 minutes. Does that still work for you?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, great. So during this interview, I will ask you a few questions regarding completing a series of tasks using the Whale-Wise prototype and sharing your thoughts while interacting with it. Later on, I will also ask follow-up questions about your experience, discuss any difficulties you encountered, and gather suggestions for improving the app's design and usability. Please be aware that there are no right or wrong answers. The purpose of this interview is to hear about your genuine thoughts in order to help us guide all later design directions as best as possible. Thus, please feel free to give me your honest reaction. So now, with your permission, I would like to record our conversation here today. The recording will only be used for internal documentation and reviewing process purposes. I will not share it with anyone except the people grading this project. Is that okay for you?
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Finally, I would like to confirm that you received the participation form. Is that correct?
Yes.
If you great. So then, but that is the end of our introduction from my side. Do you have any questions you would like to ask before we get started?
No, I think we're good to go.
Okay, great. Um, so just to start off, it would be nice if you could briefly tell me a thing or two about you. So, have you ever been whale watching or participated in any other wildlife or nature tours? If so, what was your experience like?
I a few years ago when I was in high school, we were sailing on a tall ship, and while the experience itself wasn't to um, observe wildlife, we saw dolphins on that trip. Quite a few actually, so it ended up turning into like us scouting for dolphins.
Okay, great.
Um, I've been on a few safari tours before as well. Um, but yeah, that's about my experience with this.
Okay, great. Then one more question. So when you're exploring a new place, what do you usually hope to get out of the experience?
When I'm exploring a new environment, I like to be as immersed in the environment or experience as I can be. I think that's the way you learn more about it. And I don't know, just have it be enjoyable, fun, interactive as well.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay. Great. So we're gonna start off with a set of tasks for you to complete. Understand that for these tasks, just tell me what you're doing, why you're tapping on whatever button you're tapping, how you feel when you're going through each page, and if there's anything that catches your eye or makes you it's not overall useful to you. Sound good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, great. So the first thing is for you to enter a code, which in this case will automatically assume that it's already entered, and is to find the latest sighting and information on that whale.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll press enter now.
yeah. Okay, great. So you came to the page. What do you feel is the worst feature of this page?
The worst feature?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, let me see. Now I know you said that there's again, is like one of the early prototypes, so
Mm-hmm.
like the design factor is not as big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in terms of, can I comment on some layout stuff in terms of font and stuff,
Yeah,
or is that not what you're looking?
font is not what we're looking for. It's mainly like what is something that is you feel like is not going to be useful to you, or you don't, if there's nothing that really like makes it difficult for you that you don't have to say, but if there's anything here that doesn't really
Mhm.
like affect your experience.
Okay, let's see. Mm, I don't think there's anything on this page that is like detrimental to that experience. It
Okay,
looks
great.
okay so far.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. And if you can go back to the other page, like the first page. So from yeah. Oh, sorry. But yeah, sorry. Before from the other page, because since you already entered the code, was that page easy to work with because you could automatically see everything, or?
Oh yeah, the beginning, the code page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fine. That was very easy to interact with and very straightforward.
Okay, great. So the next task is for you to find a page where you can browse and look at different whale species and their information.
Okay. So this is the page. Oh,
Oh, you
let's
click on
see.
the yeah. If you look at it's okay. You can, I think when you go back. Yeah. So I think you try to click on the buttons there, but you had to click on page.
Okay, here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
because of that, was that process not very like clear in terms of like trying to find that information? So,
Yeah, I think when you go back to this page, I think this part is a little bit confusing because it says
yeah.
like about the blue whale, but I think we're trying to look at the humpback whale, which again is a format issue, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it could be a little bit more clear as to what button actually leads you to finding more information about it.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Does the information layout look okay? Like meaning like if you were on the whale tour, would this be like much more easy for you to interact with, or
Mm, yeah, I think the bubbles really, I think like the way you separated the two different pieces of information is helpful. Because sometimes I feel like if you're actively on a boat tour and you're moving a lot, like it might be hard to read something that has a lot of sentences or like big paragraphs. So
Mhm.
the idea of like breaking it apart into this is a lot more feasible.
Okay, great, thank you. And another thing to mention, is there anything feature that stands out to you that you find also useful other than that?
Um, let's see. On this page, no, not really. I think this is the one that stands out the most. I think maybe if we're talking about like, again, this is more specifics. I think maybe like differentiating between title and like the sections in between
Mm-hmm.
would
Okay.
make it a little bit easier, but this is good.
Okay, great. And then let's go on to the next task, which is to find out what the head of a humpback whale is used for.
Okay, let's see. So that
Yeah,
I have
again,
to go to a different page.
you can interact with all the panels and the buttons.
Let's see.
Okay, great.
Aha. Mhm.
So, what do you feel about this page and like how the process to come here?
I think it was pretty easy to find this page actually because they've laid it out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
it's pretty straightforward.
Do you think when you're on a whale watching tour, this would be easy to access, or is there anything here that might be difficult to read or understand, especially when if you're in a rush, let's say?
No, I think this part was incredibly straightforward and actually would probably make it easier on a boat tour because I'm assuming here you'd have like pictures and stuff and
Mm.
um I don't know, everyone I feel like can navigate to a learn page. It's pretty straightforward. This is good.
Okay, great. Anything else you want to comment on? Any feature that does not you feel like it's not very useful to you? Or anything you want to add on?
Let's see. Mm. No, this is pretty good. I like this feature a lot, actually.
Okay, great. Let's go on to the next task then, which is to find out how humpback whales communicate with each other.
Okay. And this one, right? I think.
Yeah, I think it's a bit
Uh,
difficult to tap on. Yeah,
ah,
there.
there we go.
So yeah. It isn't so basically with this page, what do you feel like the buttons do you like think it's better for them to listen to it or like listen?
Yeah, I think especially
Yeah.
because like when you're on the tour, like you won't be able to like
Mm-hmm.
hearing the chances of actually hearing the whales themselves are unpredictable. So I feel like this is good. And also like if they do hear it, they can compare it to so this is efficient, I think.
Okay, great. Um, is there anything else here you feel like would make your experience easier or
Other than just like, the practicality, I'm sure like of course the buttons in the beginning stages of development as well. So it's um understandable that it's not super easy to click, but again, that's the only thing that I think you need to change about this. Everything else seems very well
great.
thought out.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Um, then so do you okay, again, so the listening idea is better here more than like reading.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about like the sound that the whales are making, I think maybe you could include for someone who's like very people I feel like people who go on whale watching tours can either be a very niche group of people who care a lot about the information that they're getting. So
Mhm.
maybe you could put a little sentence about like um what frequency the sounds are or something to provide more detail. But I think the audio aspect is important.
Okay, great. That's actually really helpful. Thank you. Um, then the next task is to listen to a recording of a humpback whale song. So basically find the recording.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
This one.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you feel about this page?
This is so is the audio
So, oh
so the
yeah, the audio's
communication.
not here yet, but um, sorry, you were saying?
But so the section for like the how they talk,
Yeah.
um, that audio is different to this audio, like their songs.
So, the audio is different because this is like the music. So, like songs that
Mhm.
have been done with whales, and the communication is mainly like the information. So it's like an audiobook, and they like let you know how they communicate, and they also mention the sounds of the whales. But this like there are like two distinct features.
Oh, so this one is like actual songs that have been made by
Hmm.
people. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you go back to the other page, yeah. So how do you feel about this page?
And this is good as well. I think maybe you could expand a little bit more at the top, like where it
Hmm.
says listen to songs done with whales. I think you could provide a little bit more information as to like
What type of music
maybe
is?
yeah, like what type of music or maybe songs that have been created using the sounds that whale makes, something more specific, I think.
Hmm.
Uh, um
And what do
yeah.
you feel like the scrolling feature is better than the searching feature, or would you like to replace that instead?
As in like the scrolling for the music like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is probably better than searching for it. It's a
Okay.
little because it's all in one place, so it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Um. Yeah. Then the next task is to find out where a whale was most recently spotted. Okay, great. And how do you feel about this page?
This is very easy to access, very easy to navigate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this.
Anything about this page you feel like any information that's missing?
Mm, still big. No, I don't think so. I mean, this is because like we're imitating that someone has searched for a blue whale, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you think there's anything you feel like you want to add on, or is this all good to you?
No, this is good. I think everything is summarized very well.
Okay, great. And the next task is for you to compare the music of two different whale species. So if you go back, it's pretty much the same process, but my main question here for you is that is the distinct like the distinguishment between the music and the sounds of the communication before distinct to you, or is it like still kind of similar, if that makes sense? Like for example, if you were on a whale watching tour and you were given, like you said, you were given an option to find the sounds of whales, would you come to the music or would you go to communication?
I think I would go to music just because it's a bigger icon at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
obviously, I think if someone goes through to this page, then they can see the communication button here. But if you tell me to go from like a different page, I would go straight to music.
Okay, got it. So is there anything you think that could make it more distinct, or anything you would like to like add on to make it to like kind of make that kind of distinguishment clear, like that difference clear?
I think.
Since you've had experience on like tours and stuff, do you
Mhm.
think like the music would be better for them to immediately access, or do you think people would want to hear the sounds better?
I think people would want to hear the sounds of the animal more than the music itself
Okay,
first. And yeah.
so try to make that more prominent.
Yeah, I'd say make that one more prominent because it's okay if the music created by people is like a smaller icon or a smaller page because I think that's something they can look at after the tour is done. But
Mhm.
while they're actually like on the tour itself and they want to hear what the sounds the animal makes, I think that's their like main priority.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And then the next task for you is to view a map showing the whale migration routes, yeah.
Hmm. Is that on this page as well?
No, it's on a different page, but it's okay. You can,
Ah, okay.
yeah. Okay. And then, yeah. Yep. So this is
Okay.
the map. So, well, how do you feel about this page?
I think this page is good.
Okay. Okay.
I like this feature here as well that you can like click on to find more information.
Mm-hmm. And
Mhm.
do you think this page is it given enough information, or or if you were like to see this page, is this like the right amount for you?
Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is a good amount of information. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be added.
Okay.
Um,
So especially on the map side, um, like do you think the lines could be more distinct, or
um, I think it's because I see two lines here.
mm-hmm.
Um, so maybe it would be helpful to distinguish which one came first, like which one migrates to like whether they migrate here first or like the bigger line is second. Does that make sense? Like I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
differentiating what those lines mean would be
Okay.
helpful.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Um, and also the process to come to this page. So I see that you got confused between the map side and also the migration side. So do you feel
Mhm.
like there should be like a kind of a way for you to like or maybe like a page or like a button for you that would distinguish the migration site and the maps and the actual location of the map?
Yeah, I think it would be helpful to maybe have the migration patterns accessible from the map itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe having like when you search up blue whale or humpback whale, like it shows you the location, but you have like a button that can show you the migration patterns on the map as well.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Um, and again, so but to find this process, I think that was the only kind of issue of just trying to distinguish them both, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Great. And the next task was to find out how far a fin whale travels during migration. And so I think you already went to that page when you clicked for
Oh,
more
yes.
info. Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that page, how do you feel about the page so far?
I
Like,
think this one is good as well.
so if you were trying on a whale watching tour as well, does this
Mm.
information like is it distinct to you? Would you like be able to read everything? Or is there anything more you want to
Yeah. No, I think again, like I think the lack of lengthy text is helpful in this case.
add? Okay.
For someone who just wants to like a quick glance at some information, I think this is good.
Okay, great. Thank you. Um, anything else? Do you think that what anything that's like very like not very eye-catching to you or display like something that's not like you don't think it's useful, maybe?
No, I haven't come across anything that I think you need to take out rather than
Even on this
like instead of
page, does it seem everything okay or
yeah, I mean other than the points I made before about like making the map more accessible, this page is perfectly fine.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Then to our last task for this prototype is to navigate back to the whale category list after viewing a whale's details. So basically go back to like the learning page.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's easy for you as well. And like
Yeah, this
going
is
through everything. Okay,
mhm.
great. Yeah, so that is all for this prototype. We can move on to the second prototype. Yes. Okay. But before we start with the next set of tasks, can you tell me how you feel about this page?
Um, this is good. It's a little, I think it's a little bit confusing.
Mm. Uh,
Um,
could you expand on that, please?
yeah, I think maybe if you wanted to include like a essentially like a schedule of like when the whales were seen or like where they were located, I would maybe make that a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And maybe
So
make
maybe
the
have
other
it,
stuff smaller for you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I would make that part a little bit larger and the logo can be a little bit smaller.
Okay, great. So you just need to access the information for the last whale sighting for the first task.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's okay. You can go back. Yeah.
Okay, there
Okay.
we go.
You just went back to that. That's fine. So basically you enter the code and then you just got the page. That's fine. This is good. So how do you feel about this page?
Mm, this is good. Yeah. Oh,
Oop, it's
this
okay.
page is good.
Okay. How do you feel about the side buttons? Do you think they're helpful? Especially like what do you think they do?
The, oh, these two arrow buttons. Yeah, I think I'm assuming that they help you flick between different whales, right? So
Yes. Yes.
I
Okay.
think, yeah, that's very good.
Okay, great. Do you think the speaker button also is very helpful in this case, especially when you're trying to like listen to it without having to read on your phone?
Yeah, I think so. I think, and also I feel like it's also pretty straightforward as to what the sound is you are hearing. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that is all I had to ask. And then the next task is for you to find the shortest distance to the blue whale.
is this it right here? Yeah.
Yes, that is it. So tell me,
Okay.
how do you feel about this page?
This is good. Yeah, and also pretty straightforward as well. So I think this is summarized nicely.
Okay. Do you think the pathway is helpful for you, especially when trying to like get to the location?
Yeah, absolutely. And also because it's nice that there's only one route, so you can't really get it confused with anything else. Also, the icon of the whale and the boat, it's all
Mhm.
pretty nice, straightforward.
Okay. So do you feel like there's nothing missing here? Any like really bad feature that doesn't like in fully capture your experience?
No, no, I think this is good.
Okay, great. Thank you. Um, sorry, 1 second. Okay. And now let's move on to the next task, which is to learn about the functions of different parts of the blue whale.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
Uh, there you go.
yeah, great. So how do you feel about the process to come here?
This one also was pretty straightforward, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
how do you feel about this page?
I really like the diagram here. I know we're not talking about format, but
Yeah.
I yeah, I like this one. And also I'm assuming if I press this button, it'll
Mhm.
play the audio again
Yes.
of
And
like
you
the
think that
sounds
would
of the
be helpful and useful to you?
Yeah, I think so. I think having that option on all of the pages, because I know it was on another page that we just looked
Mhm.
at
Mhm.
as well, is nice.
Okay.
And it makes
Um,
it easy to access.
okay, okay, that's good. You can actually scroll like horizontally on this page, so if you could try to, I think you can. Yes. So do you think that option is useful or would it be kind of less obvious to users?
No, I think that would be I think it's pretty straightforward to people.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And so is this like method of like it being horizontal easier, or would you like it if it was like flipped um upside down,
Mm.
meaning like fully on the screen, like in the landscape mode, or is this better?
I think this is good, but I also think it would be good. I'm not sure how you would implement this,
Yeah. Yeah.
because again, I don't really know much about software. But
Yeah.
I think having a picture of like the whale as a whole, like
Mm-hmm.
oh, you can see like mouth to tail entirely what it looks like would
Mm-hmm.
also be helpful. I'm not sure how. Maybe you could click
Like
on
in the
it and you can
last
see.
prototype where we had just
Yeah.
the one picture. Okay. Okay.
But I think the scrolling feature is fine. I think as long as you include like maybe if they click on the whale, they can see it like mouth to tail, something like that.
Okay, great. And the side buttons against the beluga whale, like like those options, what do you think that does?
I think it switches between the different whales.
Yes, yes.
Right.
So that's also okay with you.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, great. Any feature here that the worst feature to you?
Um, no, I don't think so. Other than again the feedback that I gave before about the
Mhm.
the seeing the whole picture, I think this is fine.
Okay, great. Then let's move on to our next task, which is to find the movement of the blue whale in their migration during summer.
Mm.
Okay. So we came to this page. How do you feel about this page?
I think this is also great. I like the icons that you've used this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think again, I would like for the actual route itself, maybe you can put a number next to the icon so we know like where they go to first and what their next stop is, like one, two, three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay,
Um,
anything else you want to add?
no, I think this is good. This is nice as well.
Okay, and is the option for you to flip through like again the side buttons, do you find that useful?
Yeah, I think that's really good for efficiency, especially because you can change between the seasons as well. That's really cool.
Okay, great. So what feature mainly stands out to you? Does the information seem useful to you?
Yeah, I think this is important information that's been summarized well.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Let's move on to the next task then, which is to read upon the details on the communication methods of each whale.
Okay.
Okay. So on this page, tell me everything how you like feel about this page so far.
I think, yeah, I really like that you've included you can find more on like a different website as well in case they're looking for more information. Um, I think it has a nice layout as well. I think again, my only feedback, I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit,
No worries.
because I'm assuming the music takes you to like music made by people, right? Or is this
Yes.
the
Yes, yes. It's the
Oh, okay, okay.
same functions, yeah.
Okay, cool. I would just maybe make that um
More clear.
yeah, make that more clear and also maybe make the actual audio from the whales more prominent than the music. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, got it. Thank you. So again, the communication page, come into that page. That was fine.
Yeah, super easy.
Okay, great. Then let's go on to the next task, which is to,
Mm,
yeah, find the music of different types of whales, which
there
you
we
came
go.
up to. Okay, so it's like as it's different from the first prototype, you can see that this one is immediately one page. So how do you feel
Hmm.
about that?
I think that's also good. It's very easy to flip through all of them.
Okay, great. Do you think there's any information missing? Anything that else you would want to see if you want to listen to music?
I think on first glance, when I see this, I would assume, I'm not sure if everyone else would think this, but I
Mhm.
would assume that when I press play, I'm going to hear the sounds of the whales, like the audio
Mhm.
that they're making, like the songs that they sing, not like the ones that we make with their music or their
Mhm.
uh sounds, if that makes sense. So I would try and find a way to make that a little bit more clear.
Okay, okay, thank you. Um, yeah, I think that is all. Do you think anything here that is like a feature that you might find not very useful to you or
Hmm, no, I think this is good. The layout of having it all on one page is very nice.
okay, that's good. Yeah, so let's go on the next task then, which is to navigate back to the home screen after exploring all the Wales details. Yeah, that is it. So do you think that home button on every page is good, or would you feel like it would become a bit too clustered for you?
No, I think that's very, especially like if it's small and in the corner, I think that's like super easy and very, very nice to have for people.
Okay, great. Then so again, so that's also very something that would be useful to you to have the home
Yeah,
button.
especially, yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. Because if you're on, like, you don't want to like have to toggle between 100 different
button.
buttons when you're on a boat. So this is good.
So and also just to just to question a bit more. So do you think that the home screen is better separately, or do you think it would be better to add to the navigation bar at the bottom?
I think it would be good to have at the that's a good point, actually. I think it would be good to have it on the navigation bar as well. But I think having it on every page is also like this is great.
Okay, okay. So you don't feel like on the navigation bar it would be too like I guess clustered, or do you think
No, no, no. I
okay,
think that's fine. Because I mean, again, I feel like I've seen a lot more icons on apps, and it wouldn't be too much for people. This is good.
okay, great, okay. Um, then anything else you want to add on?
Uh, no, other than the points that I've stated previously, I think this is great. It's very
Okay.
good.
Then let's go on to the next task, which is to find general information about a humpback whale.
Hmm. Would it be? I'm assuming it's on this page, right?
No, it's actually it's just on log. Yes,
Ah,
it is just the general information. So, do you think that this would be better if there was more information? So, understand that this is a page where you would use to basically see the last kind of whale on a whale watching tour. Do you think that this would be useful to you, or would you like a
mm-hmm.
separate page for just viewing information? if that makes sense. Like,
I think this information, yeah, no, I completely understand what you're saying, but I think this information could be put into the learn page.
okay. Oh, that's very interesting.
Because
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like the information that's here is more so stuff that can be like associated with learning about their anatomy or their migration or their communication. Like it can be a general, yeah, general. It can be put into that learn icon. I think would be good,
Okay. Okay.
and
Thank
then you can have like
Yeah.
this log just be specific for like the recent sightings that you were talking about.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Um, then anything else you want to add on?
No, that's it.
Okay. Then going to the next task is to, after observing the migration of the blue whale, could you go back to the anatomy of the blue whale? Yeah. Okay. So again, the process of switching back to different screens, was that process easy for you and like quick, especially since you're on a whale watching tour?
Yeah, that was very easy to navigate for sure.
Okay, great. So anything else you feel like would like help your experience a bit better?
No, I think again, like I've said before, I think everything, all the points that I've stated previously are the main ones. But other than that, it's very easy to navigate. I like the images and everything that you've used this time, and how all of the information for like music is all on one page. I think it's great.
Okay, great. Great. Then for our last task is for you to read off. So after reading information about a whale, could you go back to the start screen?
Okay.
Okay, great. So again, that process was easy for you to do.
Yes, very easy.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
So that's the pretty much end of this task for both prototypes. Anything else you want to add on or comment? You can give me any feature that you would like to see.
Um, I think the main one for me, like I've said before, is to like make the music for or like the audio of the whales themselves more prominent than the music. Um, like the music made by people, because I think while that is like a very interesting feature to have, I don't know if it's something that is should be more easy to access than the other one.
Okay. Okay.
If that makes sense. But yeah, that's
Um,
all I got.
okay. So just to end it off, so this is the end of our interview. But before we finish the session one more time, we would like to ask if you have any questions, concerns, or further thoughts you might want to share with us.
No, I have nothing. I think yeah.
Okay, great. So we would like to thank you for your time and all your thoughts and insights. All of your answers and ideas will be a valued contribution to our study. Thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yes, okay, thank you.